Hi all, today's video is going to be very informative. In this video we are going to see what TestNG is. So TestNG is a built-in framework available for Java. So basically it's a built-in framework available for Java, and NG stands for next generation. So in interview they might ask you what does NG stand for. So basically NG stands for next generation, and TestNG is a built-in framework, okay, which is available only for Java. So when it comes to Java, we have either JUnit or TestNG, but TestNG has more features when we compare it with JUnit. Okay, so that is the reason TestNG is more preferable. Okay, and how does TestNG work? So TestNG works on annotations. Annotations. So basically we have different annotations available in TestNG. So TestNG works on annotations. So we have been executing our Java programs using main method as of now. But from now onwards, we are not going to use main method because we are going to implement TestNG framework, and TestNG works on annotations. Okay, so based on the annotations, our program or script is going to be executed. We don't have to rely on main method at all. Okay, so now what we are going to see, how can we install TestNG? So first we are going to see TestNG installation, and after that we are going to see what all annotations are available in TestNG. Okay, so this is the official website of TestNG. If you see testng.org. Okay, and if you see, they have written your TestNG testing framework inspired from JUnit and NUnit, but introducing some new functionalities that make it more powerful and easier to use, such as annotations, and you can run your methods. Okay, you can also implement a multi-threading concept. You can parameterize your data using a data provider annotation, that is something called as data driven testing. So you will get all the idea about TestNG framework from this website. Okay, now let's see like how can we install TestNG in Eclipse. So basically this is my Eclipse. To install TestNG, what you need to do is you can go to help, and we have something called as Eclipse Marketplace. So it will take some time to load. After that you can search here TestNG and enter. So now it is checking for updates. So basically if you see, in my case it has already been installed, but like if it has not been installed in your Eclipse, then it will show install button like this. All you have to do is you just have to click on install here. Okay, and you just have to follow the steps. Okay, then after installation, what you need to do is you need to restart your Eclipse. Okay, then how will you confirm that TestNG has been installed successfully in your Eclipse? To check that, what you need to do is you can go to Window and Show View, then click on Other. So we have one Java folder here, just expand it. See, we have TestNG over here, right? So if you are able to see TestNG here, that means you can make sure TestNG has been installed successfully in your Eclipse. Now let's see what all annotations are available in TestNG. So we have something called as before suite. So I am going to write the annotations the way the annotations are being executed. Okay. So before suite, then we have something called as before test. Then we have something called as before class. Then we have something called as before method. Then @test. After that, after method. After class. After test. And at last after suite. Okay. So these annotations are available in TestNG when it comes to like executing your test script. Okay. So let's see when these annotated methods are going to be executed. Okay. So from the name itself, you can see before suite. That means like if you have a method and you have given annotation at before suite, that means it is going to be executed before your suite. So I can write here the annotated method will be run only once before all tests in this suite have run. Okay, the annotated method will be run only once before all tests in this suite have run. Now what is before test? So same thing I will copy and paste it over here. So the annotated method will be run only once okay, the annotated method will be run only once before any test method, or we can do like this. Okay, so let's see first after suite. Here, yeah. So it will be easier like this. So I can write it like this. So the annotated method will be run only once after all tests in this suite have run. Okay. After that, let's see when and how the before test annotated method will get executed. Okay. So I can write here like this before test. So the annotated method will be run before any test method, before any test method belonging to the classes inside this is the test tag. Okay, inside the test tag is run. Okay, so I'll let you know like what is test tag. So basically we are going to execute the TestNG classes, okay, from testng.xml file itself. I will let you know what is testng.xml file and how can it be generated. So as of now, just remember like the annotated method will be run before any test method belonging to the classes inside the test tag is run. So I'll copy this and we will go to after test. Okay, so here it will be like after all test methods. Okay, the annotated method will be run after all test methods belonging to the classes inside the test tag is run or are run. Okay, then before class. So before class, what we have to write is the annotated method will be run only once. The annotated method will be run only once before the first test method before the first test method in the current class have been run. Okay, similarly for after class. So here the annotated method will be run only once after all the test methods in the current class have been run after all the test methods. Okay, now before method. So this annotated method will be run before executing each and every test method. Okay, and after method, this annotated method will be run so this annotated method will be run after executing each and every test method. That means these annotated methods can be run multiple times. Okay, and what is at the rate test? So basically if you have a particular test case, so you can give this annotation at the rate test. Okay, so basically it marks a method as part of the test. So if you give at the rate test annotation to a particular method, then that will be considered as a test case. Okay, so from execution point of view, so we have all these annotations available in TestNG, and we are going to see like how these annotated methods will be run in a sequential manner in the next session. Okay, so I hope you found this video informative. Thank you for watching this.